Okay, guys, so I just wanted to do a quick little update video from the last one I just recently did about this Muslim woman. Um, as of right now, she's basically deleted her whole history of those videos addressing Jeffrey Marsh and his behavior. Um, she's made two separate apology videos. One has already been taken down, um, and all because there's like a group of the mob have just been bombarding her with threats and harassment and etc. simply for voicing her concern for children and children that may be ingesting the content that Jeffrey puts out. Now I'm going to play a few of the clips or a few of these videos that these people have made towards her, and I myself can't imagine that any of these people have children to be able to make a video as they do, but I could be wrong. But yeah, let's get into it.
I want you to give a quick update on what's going on with Jeffrey Marsh. I know I said that I'm going to stay out of it.
You really should have stayed out of it, but you didn't. And so here we are. And I want to talk about this. I am not a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. I am barely comfortable referring to myself as an ally of trans people because I have so much learning and unlearning that I have been doing. But I'm going to use my voice here because what I do see, what is very clear to me, is there is a concerted effort and attack against the trans community right now. So much of my FYP is filled with people I follow taking on and confronting problematic, hateful videos like the one I'm stitching with. The fact that you actually went and paid money to become a private member of a private Patreon community and then screenshotted it and then shared it on your platform of 7.1 million followers to attempt to actually say that another human being is a predator is beyond problematic.
Okay, so first of all, as I'm gonna keep reiterating in this throughout this video, never once did she target Jeffrey as a trans person, a non-binary. She was very aware of using the proper pronouns for him or them, addressing them the way the person wants to be addressed. And never once did she say there's a problem in the trans community. She simply expressed the concern that there was somebody asking kids to come to his Patreon to talk about private things that couldn't be talked about online. Now she's talking about her going on to his Patreon and posting whatever was on his Patreon that's private. The reason she did that was because she expressed her concern. Everybody dogpiled on her saying, Jeffrey's not doing that. Jeffrey's not doing that. And as you saw in the previous video, she came with receipts. She showed that that is exactly what is on his Patreon. She's handing it to you on a silver platter. All of the parents, anybody who has kids, can clearly see that he's constantly making videos about going no contact. And another point this woman's trying to make is it's 18 plus on Patreon. Why would he be targeting 18 plus year olds to tell them to go no contact, as well as in every single video saying, hi kids, hi kids, hi kids, I know your parents screwed up. There's not boys or girls. You can be what, like, he's not talking to no 18 plus year old like this. Furthermore, showing all of these things on Patreon that he's showing, or that he's furthermore showing all the stuff that is on his Patreon proves that it's not directed to the adults. Because what parent is going to go online, pay for a video that's on his private Patreon to entice, or not even entice, on his Patreon to encourage kids to separate from them? Do you think I would go onto Jeffrey's page, pay pay for his Patreon, find his video that's hidden about going no contact, and then giving it to my child and be like, here you go, watch this. What series of gymnastical, what series of logic does one need to have in order to be like, you know what, I don't understand my kid, I don't understand what they're going through, but you know what, I know who does. Jeffrey March. How about I separate myself from my child and hand him over to Jeffrey? It doesn't make any sense. But again, as I said, I don't think these people have children. Here's another one. A grown man telling her to apologize.
That's not an apology. That's not an apology at all. You need to make a video stating that you were wrong about everything you said. I know that you just want to delete the videos that you made and go back to selling your shitty products. That is not how this is going to work. You need to make a very, very, very public apology and admit that you were wrong about fucking everything.
Again, she came with receipts on almost every single one of her videos at the time that were available. As I said, they've all been taken down. She proved that he was addressing kids. She proved that he was talking about going no contact over and over again. She proved that he was talking about sexual things on his Patreon behind a paid wall. She proved that even in one of his bios, he talks about helping 12-plus-year-olds. It's not about 18 plus. He was with kids that were under or like 12 and up. But people just kept coming at her. And again, as I said, I don't think any of these people have children. Here's another one.
I only talked about their behavior. And I became transphobic? What?
You are selectively editing videos of a non-binary person to make it look like they are child predators when they are not. And you don't understand why that is considered transphobic. Well,
This is funny because the fact that she's saying selectively editing videos of a trans non-binary person. Jeffrey is the one making these videos. She's not going around and like splicing videos of like him saying this and him saying that and then throwing them all into one. These are every single one of his videos that he's put out. And she's just putting them side by side by side by side. Now, it doesn't matter if Jeffrey is trans, non-binary, if he thinks he's a woman or whatever. If it was a man, if it was a woman, if it was a gay man, if it was a lesbian, if it was anybody else besides Jeffrey that was doing this exact same thing, I can guarantee you this woman would be putting out videos calling that person out as well. Again, she never once emphasized anything about Jeffrey being trans or non-binary. She simply was stating his behavior, which is a huge red flag. And for everybody to keep flipping this and saying she's targeting trans people and she's doing that. Yes, it's unfortunately that Jeffrey is part of that community. But that doesn't mean you rally behind him and defend his videos when you can clearly see that they are, one, quite creepy, and two, targeting children. Now, she goes on for a little bit longer. It's kind of ridiculous what she has to say. But now I want to play for you the apology video that has now since been deleted. As I mentioned, she has this one up here now, but there was one prior, which is what I'm going to be playing right now.
So I just got an email saying, pretty much a threat, saying they know where I live and what scares me the most is they have got my daughter's details on the email, like what time I leave to drop them to school, pick them up. And it's not a coincidence because both of my daughters, they go to 2 different schools, so they know. They've given the school details and everything. So yeah, my daughters are involved now in this. As some of you might know, that my car was damaged in this whole thing. I was getting not very nice videos and now emails with a lot of details on that email. So I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to talk about Jeffrey Marsh. I've deleted everything, removed it. If you guys want to go ahead, but please don't come to my house. Do you guys want me to say I'm sorry? Fine, I'm sorry. Don't come at me, don't come to my house, don't do anything with me, because I'm just one person, and specifically 4 or 5 of you have 4 or 5 of you have kind of done stuff. Like some of you have found old pictures of me and uploaded it on TikTok without my hijab. So you guys have done that. I know you guys are gonna take the mickey out of this video. So, but my main thing is, please don't continue this. I'm sorry. Please don't come for my kids.
Now, this is a very sad video to be watching. And a lot of people went on to say how these were crocodile tears, how she was disingenuous. No person, as I said, who has a kid, who is concerned for their kid's safety, would be making a video like this just to protect herself or because she can't handle the heat of everybody attacking her. And that's what I'm saying. None of these people have children. I can't imagine any of them have children. And the fact that this woman is trying to put out there that there's a certain person who's enticing children or asking children to come to a private area to talk with them, and behind a paywall or whatever, because you can't talk about whatever they got to talk about in a comment section. And she's expressing over and over again, just trying to show concern for children out there, to then have this group of people, whoever was attacking her, not the trans community particularly, but the people that decided to go this hard in attacking her, track down where she lives, which I think some people already knew, but tell her where her kids are, give her kids' details and all this stuff, and now involve her children in this, is a little mind-blowing. And the last clip I wanted to show you was this gentleman here. Because he's also, I can't imagine somebody who has a kid.
Really transparent, your content, to see how disingenuous it is. And I want to know why you think that you might be any different than somebody like Michael Knowles, who's calling for the eradication of transgenderism. That's what.
Not once did she mention anything again about transgenderism and say, we need to get rid of it. Like, what world are these people living in, or what videos are they watching where they're picking all of this information? Like, am I missing it? Am I watching the wrong videos here?
What you're doing, you are targeting a marginalized person, and you're lying about them. And you.
No, she's targeting a person who happens to be a little creepy, his actions. And she's not lying about it because she gave proof over and over again.
Know that you're lying about them because you've been told otherwise thousands of times. You know for a fact that Jeffrey has never stated in any of their videos that kids should go to their Patreon because they have explicitly stated that their Patreon is 18 plus.
Where he has a whole video saying Hey kids, that's why I made a Patreon, so you could come over and talk to me, because sometimes there might be things that we can't talk about in the comments section. Hello, he's clearly made a video saying that.
You have to select that box before you even get access to it. You also have to use a credit card in order to buy the subscription to see Jeffrey's content.
First of all, the subscription is $4. Any kid nowadays plays a game online, they could tell their parents, "Hey, I need to use some money to purchase something in a game like Roblox or whatever they may play." A lot of parents don't really watch what their kids are doing online, especially when it comes to like video games or whatever. This is not something that kids don't know, especially in 2023, how to work around. It's not like back in the day where we had to like go into our mom's purse and take this and like do. Like a lot of the information is already auto saved on your phone, auto saved on your computer. You put it in once, it's already there for the next time you want to use it. Like there's conveniences that are built into today's society where this is not an issue.
Now, I have seen people in the comments of your videos saying, well, you know, kids can just get access to their parents' credit card by stealing it.
Don't even need to steal it.
They can do that on any 18-plus website on the internet. Are any of those people advocating for getting rid of all 18-plus website on the internet? I don't think they are. This is about your dying channel and the fact that
this lady has 7.1 million followers. I don't think her channel's dying anywhere anytime soon.
You have found an audience in the alt-right, in the white supremacists of the United States, because they're dumb enough to send you their money. They're dumb enough to buy your products. They're dumb enough to believe you without any evidence whatsoever. And then, when you make a video saying, I have all the proof I need, you literally show the process of you have to be 18 to view this content. So, how is that proving your point?
All that is when you go onto the website and it pops up 18 plus, you click the button and you're on the page. It's not like you gotta fill out all this, jump through a bunch of hoops. You literally click, I'm 18, and you're on the page. If Jeffrey is saying to kids, hey, I made a Patreon, come over and we can talk. They go to his page, they see that, they can just click yes, and then pay the $4. It's not like Patreon is like asking you for your details or vetting anybody. If it's a simple click, what is this guy getting at?
There has been enough videos made on this to know definitively that Jeffrey is not doing any of the things that you have stated that they're doing. And yet you continue to make these defamatory and dangerous videos that not just puts Jeffrey at risk, but all trans people. Because
again, if trans people get put into the line of fire, then they have Jeffrey to blame for that, because it's Jeffrey's actions that are painting the trans community in a negative way. Just like if a straight man were to do it, men would be painted that same way. If a woman were to do it, like I did that video with all those predatory female teachers, if they were to do it, it would paint female teachers in a negative way. Like, people within certain communities don't help, they hinder. And there's a video right here. This is a gay man, and this is the video that I'm talking about where Jeffrey admits to making a Patreon for the kids to come to.
Your parents screwed up.
Your parents
it's okay
screwed
to
up.
say so. That's why I made a Patreon. We could connect in a way that has more privacy, so that we could talk to each other in a way that's more open, and stuff that we wouldn't share like in the comments of a video like this.
That motherfucker right there, he is so fucking creepy. I don't trust him.
Look, what more can these people ask for? And it's terrible. As I said, this woman should not be getting the type of hate videos or hate comments or harassment that she's getting by simply trying to express her concern and safety for the children that might be ingesting the content that Jeffrey Marsh is putting out there. And kind of putting a light on it. Hey, you might want to see what your kids are doing if they happen to follow Jeffrey. It's not normal that this guy is talking to kids like this. Again, if I was doing this online, I would hope that she would make videos on me and call me out. But anyways, like I said, I just feel sorry for this woman. She doesn't deserve all this hate that she's getting. And yeah, I guess this is the end of this saga. But as always, love to hear from you guys. Please leave me a comment in the section below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.